Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon. I wish I was a corner in Los Angeles, Perna. And the Seattle Seahawks have officially released Pro Bowl corner RIchard Sherman. In the last 2 weeks, we saw Pro Bowler Marcus Peters traded to the Rams, Pro Bowler Aqib Talib traded to the Rams, Sam Shields come out of retirement to sign with the Rams, and now Pro Bowler RIchard Sherman released, who will probably sign with the Rams. And why are the Rams acquiring more corners than a goddamn architect? That's Good Sports. Before I get into the Sherman release, a bunch of NFL shit happened today. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed wide receiver Mike Evans to a 5-year, $82.5 million extension with $55 million guaranteed. The Dolphins traded wide receiver Jarvis Landry to the Cleveland Browns for a couple of draft picks. Landry only has 1 year left on his contract, but between he and Josh Gordon's shredded body, the impossible could happen. A quarterback could have success in Cleveland. That's right. I did not fucking stutter. Because then the Browns traded a third-round pick to the Bills for Tyrod Taylor, and then the Browns traded last year's draft pick Deshone Kizer, quarterback, to the Green Bay Packers, and now everybody thinks the Browns are going to draft Baker Mayfield since Baker Mayfield and Tyrod Taylor have a similar skill set at the QB position. And that should wrap up the NFL versions of a garage sale. Here's a bunch of old junk we don't want anymore. Maybe it'll look good in your living room, and you'll actually use it. Trust me, this elliptical's hardly used. If you push it in the right direction, you might just get that six-pack you always wanted. My one simple football question today is, what the fuck do we not know about playing corner for the Rams in 2018? Is Wade Phillips that much fun to work with? Have they all been guaranteed movie roles in Hollywood? Or do they all just want to see if Stan Kroenke is actually dead, being masqueraded around town as if he's still alive like Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's? Have you ever seen Kroenke without two of these guys standing next to him? I haven't. The Legion of Boom is now the Legion of Assume We Could Still Be Good. Michael Bennett, gone. Sherman, after 7 years in Seattle, gone. Earl Thomas is reportedly on the trading block, and Cam Chancellor and Cliff Averill are trying to recover from very serious neck injuries. Averill and Chancellor combined account for over $16 million in player salaries this coming season. Seattle currently has about $30 million in cap space, and I would imagine we see them do exactly what we think the Broncos want to do this free agency period and upgrade their offense. Both teams have had dismal offensive line performances the last couple years. Both teams lack multiple dynamic receiving threats. The big difference is the Seahawks have an elite quarterback. And if they give him the right help up front and at the skill position, Seattle could have a top 5 offense for a very long time. Wilson has developed into the kind of QB who doesn't need an elite level defense to win. He just needs an offensive line that isn't ranked as one of the worst year after year. That is why I believe Seattle really thinks they can move on from guys like Sherman and Bennett. Sherman could make some serious money as he'll be arguably the best free agent corner available. However, the big question mark surrounding RIchard Sherman is his Achilles injury. That's one of the toughest injuries to recover from for dynamic athletes like Sherman. If it wasn't, why would they make an entire fucking movie about it with Brad Pitt? Sherman may lose a step or two because of that injury, and that may make his value decrease in free agency. At this point, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Many people are projecting Sherman will sign with the Patriots. As an outspoken advocate for social issues, I think it would be cowardly for Sherman to sign with the team that has such public support from their owner, head coach, and quarterback for our current president. If Sherman really believes in the things he preaches, he can't play there. It would be unethical. And yes, this is my attempt at speaking to his conscience and guilting him into signing anywhere besides the evil fucking empire. Sherman is too smart to fall for their bullshit in New England. It also appears that the Cincinnati Bengals have acquired Chris Baker from Tampa Bay, and that they will not be bringing back corner Adam Pacman Jones for the 2018 season, so I believe he will be a free agent as well. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Please, for the love of mercy, subscribe here on YouTube. You gotta subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm on Twitter at Brandon Perna. Give me a follow there if you want to talk football. I try and answer your questions. Or if you want to talk about life, you got problems in the bedroom, at work, with your family,